Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Okay, I will call the meeting to order with roll call. Commissioner Herrera,
Present.
Commissioner Hayes, and I am present also. Vice Chair Ponce and Commissioner Navarro will not be joining us this evening. They are excused. And I will lead the Pledge of Allegiance this time. So please place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now we move to approval of the agenda. Is there any additions, changes to the agenda? If not, I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Are we specifically speaking about the January agenda or the February agenda? They are both.
No, it's tonight's agenda.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of minutes. I apologize.
That's okay. I did that last time.
I move to accept tonight's agenda.
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Navarro, what is your vote? I mean, I'm sorry, Herrera. I'm looking at my list and I started at the bottom. Okay.
Yes.
She's absent and Commissioner or Vice Chair Ponce is absent. Okay. Commissioner Herrera votes yes. Commissioner Hayes?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Okay. Ms. Moreno, would you like to take over from here?
Sure. I'm going to go over the decorum and order for public statement, and it reads as follows. City commissioners are appointed by City Council and must be free to discuss issues confronting the city in an orderly environment. Public members attending City Commission meetings shall observe the same rules of order and decorum applicable to the City Council as per San Fernando Procedural Manual. Any person making impertinent, derogatory, or slanderous remarks, or who becomes boisterous while addressing a City Commission or while attending a City Commission meeting may be removed from the room if the presiding officer so directs the Sergeant at Arms, and such person may be barred from further audiences before the City Commission. And that concludes the decorum and order.
Thank you very much. Do we have some public comment?
We did receive one written public comment, and I'll go ahead and read it for you. This came in from Dorothy White, and it reads as follows. Please share the attached following information with the Parks and Recreation Commission. I am asking the Commission to consider the successful groundwater capture and reclamation results of the Willowbrook Park redesign as discussed in the attached and following Fast Company article. The article is also readily available in Apple News. I have also attached an ebook version. Hopefully at least one of these versions will be accessible for you and the Commission, as well as inspirational and thought-provoking. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, Dorothy White. So that concludes the written statement, but there is a link and an attachment, which I will forward to you all a little later.
Thank you. Okay, Cultural Arts Liaison report.
Pardon me, Madam.
Oh, yes, sorry.
We do have some public comment, and it seems that they're calling in.
Okay.
So we have a couple of people, and if I may, I will let in the first individual. And it's
Welcome.
connecting.
Yeah, welcome. And please let us know what your public comment is. I think it's Ms. Ruiz.
Yes, Mr. Rees, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, you do have 3 minutes to make your public statement.
Okay, I'm observing. I am not planning to make a statement
I'm here to observe an issue that's going to be brought up.
Okay. All
Uh,
right. Then we will move on to our next caller. 1 second, please.
Okay.
Caller, are you there? I believe it's Mr. Rees.
And he is on mute. Maybe need to unmute his phone if he's calling. I think it star 69.
I think he would have to do that from his end.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry
there
about
you
that.
are.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Reese,
Okay, can I address the commission?
please, you have 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, commission members. My name is Beto Ruiz. I'm a member of the Cesar Chavez Commemorative Committee. Have been since it started back in 1994, and been involved with the farm workers for a good number of years. Was a resident of San Fernando for about 70 years. And we're proposing, the committee, a plaque, and we're proposing to donate it, hoping that you have had an opportunity to have read the text. This is a plaque that would be intended to be placed on the pedestal of the statue that's at the Cesar Chavez Memorial. There is no plaque or really identification there at the statue, and we thought that this would be informative to those who go see the memorial. And in fact, there's not that much signage at Cesar Chavez Memorial. So we're thinking and just trying to make the memorial that much more accessible and understood, especially by the young people of our community. And so this is our proposal. As I said, we're prepared to donate it and to have it, placed at that particular site and location. And I don't know if this is a time for any questions on my part or for you to ask me, or that would come later. But basically, this is our proposal, and I'm not taking the time to read the entire plaque unless you want me to do that as well.
Mr. Reese, I believe that we are not able to discuss as a commission the issue because it's not on the agenda, but we could agendize it for next time. But please, any questions you have, commissioners, I believe we can ask questions. Is that correct?
Yeah, you could get some a little bit more clarification to what the presenter is or the comment is. If you have any questions, could ask for more clarification information. But yeah, there is no action taken on those questions.
Right. So, Mr. Reese, if you could send in writing, we can put it on the agenda for next time.
Send in writing what?
Your
Okay.
proposal?
Well, we sent the proposal in.
Oh,
Yes.
I beg your pardon. My fault.
My understanding was that you were going to have this in front of you, and that you. So excuse me if that's not the case. That's why I'm not taking the time to read the entire text, because I was assuming that you had been presented this already, and that we were coming just to make comments or answer any
see.
questions.
I beg your pardon. I did read through the agenda, but I may have missed it. Is it there, Mr. Venegas?
No, it is not agendized for this particular meeting. When we got the notice of the donation, and when the executive team discussed it, it would best to just inform the commission that a donation was being made, and then move forward to the city council to accept the donation, or a recommendation to accept the commission to save time. The timing of installing the plaque was very real short, so it was sensitive. So we didn't want to delay the potential of that. So that's why we did not formally present it to the commission, just as a information letting the commission know of the intent to have a plaque donated by the committee, and then that the city council will formally accept it at its at its March 15th meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Venegas. Thank you, Mr. Reese, for bringing this before us.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I would add to that that we as well could be available at City Council if it was necessary to provide more information or respond to any questions.
You could definitely be at City Council meeting. The information to log in is a different one, a different Zoom account, and we will forward that to you. Okay.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that. And again, thank you. My co-committee member Stan Leandro you might want to give him some time as well.
Mr.
Okay.
Leandro, welcome. You have 3 minutes to address the council.
You can't be heard, Mr. Leandro.
He's on mute. I think he's still on mute.
You're still on mute. Okay, now you're off. Unfortunately, your
microphone seems to not be working. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Leandro. We appreciate your being here. Are there any more?
I don't believe we have any additional public comments for tonight.
Very good. Okay, Cultural Arts Liaisons report.
Tonight, we do have our Cultural Arts Liaison, Mr. Herrera, with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Raul Herrera. I would like to just follow up on some of the projects that we are currently working on. We are, as the Cultural Arts Liaison, we would love to be able to support, the Cesar Chavez Commemorative Committee. And I will follow up with both Mr. Leandro and Mr. Reese, and to see how we can collaborate and emphasize aspects of culture relevance in the community. And also reference to the Mesoamerican ball game. At this particular moment, our practices have resumed because of the regional stay-home order being uplifted. We are resuming practices very slowly. We unfortunately struggled within this last year. We've lost a lot of members, but we would definitely would like to reach out to the city and try to find ways in where we can maybe collaborate and maybe promote in some way or some form in order to resume more membership as well. And primarily because our state delegation and the team in San Fernando has been invited to be a part of a sister, I would say, in Spanish they call it hermanamiento, like a sisterhood, brotherhood, jointing of cities. The cities here with that are in the United States with cities that are in Mexico. So we are going to be doing a presentation in Las Vegas. We are also going to be preparing, hopefully by 2022, the first national tournament in the United States, and we're hoping that to inquire also about the update about the ball court, and so that way maybe we can work around some type of first annual Mesoamerican ball game national or rather international tournament, held here in the city of San Fernando. And if that's something that we could do, that would be amazing. And there, like I said, in reference to the hermanamientos, these again, I don't know how to translate the brotherhood of, or like the companionship between cities from the United States and cities in Mexico. We were hoping that we can maybe also do something similar from the state where Emiliano Zapata is from. One of our main supporters is Emiliano Zapata's grandson, which his name is Jorge Zapata. And he has recently made public his support of the Mesoamerican ball game here in California and the United States, and has recognized us as a team here in San Fernando. So we're in the process of discussing with the Zapata family and seeing if maybe that's something that that they would be interested in, because they are showing a lot of support. And it would be really awesome to collaborate with the Zapata family, because they're still very alive. They're very proactive culturally in the community. They're about indigenous rights. They're about, community and preserving history and culture. So I will hopefully be able to present more of those projects in the future. But I also wanted to find other ways in which I can bring in other aspects of culture and art into the city. And I would like to reach out to you and to see if there are any other cultural organizations that are involved that maybe I could extend and find out what they are doing, so that I can at least be able to present that information at our meetings. So that way it's not just a single perspective, but it's a perspective that is inclusive of the other cultural groups that are emerging out of the city of San Fernando. And so if there are other partnerships or if there are other collaborations, right, I am very much interested in finding out those contacts, so that we can be able to present this at the meetings. So that's where I'm at right now. Everything is baby steps working towards these projects, which I hope that are big projects, are bigger projects. And this year, like I said, we're going to do 2 hermanamientos, one in the city of Anaheim, and another one in MacArthur Park, and another one in Las Vegas. So, and that's what we want to be able to do, is see if we can maybe potentially consider a brotherhood collaboration and partnership with the city where Emiliano Zapata's family is from. So that's where I'm at, and I'll present more information. It's just right now the verbal work in progress, but once I have everything down, then I can email and solidify more of what is the vision of the Zapata family and how they're hoping to support the San Fernando Mesoamerican ball game team.
Thank you very much, Mr. Herrera.
You're welcome.
Are there any questions or comments for Mr. Herrera at this time? Mr. Hayes? Commissioner Hayes?
Just, it's exciting. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help with regard to the building the sister city relationship. I think that's a fantastic idea. Obviously, we'd probably have to go through city council at the end of the day, but I would certainly support that. It's wonderful. And I will keep my eye out for the other cultural arts projects or partnerships that you mentioned, so that you can, I'll reach out to you if there's any I can bring up.
Yeah, and please email me, the organizations and the clubs and the groups. Yeah, again, if they're cultural dances, if, I have contact with Javier, with Ballet Folklorico, with Olin, but again, and that's Atavian. But if there's another ethnic demographic that is not being presented or acknowledged, then I want to find ways to be able to make sure that that there is that bridge of communication, so that there's equity in that cultural representation in the city of San Fernando.
Yeah, thank you.
Commissioner Herrera, any comments or questions?
No questions.
I get
And
confused.
Mr. Venegas, any comments or
Yes,
questions?
for any formalization of any partnerships that were to move forward, we'll agendize those particular activities or partnerships to bring that, and that could be as part of an agenda item that the commission will act on. But until when we're ready, if we identified some clubs or some cultural groups that we would like to partner with, then we would agendacize it, put it on the agenda to review it, and then you guys make that recommendation.
And if I may, just one last thing, if there is some type of job description, yeah, I know that it would be really nice so that that way I'm kind of working within the objective and not freestyling, but and it's just a matter of just being on point and being organized and being able to present information that is relevant rather than information that's exciting, but it needs to follow through. I want to make sure I follow through. So
yes. Okay.
Thank you so much. We appreciate what you're doing on behalf of the city.
Thank you
It's
very
much
much.
appreciated.
I appreciate you for all your hard work as well.
Sure. Okay, moving forward, we have our consent calendar. I believe that we have the people who were here on January 12th, we can do that, but I'm not sure we can do the February 9th.
We'll have to table February.
Okay. So for approval of the minutes for January 12th, 2021, I'll entertain a motion to approve them, and then we can see if there's any additions or changes.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. Are there any additions or changes or discussion about the minutes? Okay. Commissioner Herrera, what is your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Hayes?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Okay, and then we are tabling February 9th.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to the Veteran Banner Program.
Okay, the Veteran Banner Program started about a year ago, that honors our veterans who served in all the armed forces. Mr. Juan Salas will be making a presentation regarding the program.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. So the Veteran Banner Program is going to start its second season, you could say. So it's a program where the veterans are able to purchase a banner at the price of $135. They go up on a week before Memorial Day, and they're up throughout spring, summer, and into the fall, and they come down a week after Veterans Day. The banners are up along McClay from the railroad tracks or First Street all the way up to 4th Street. And if this year, if we have more banners than light poles, we will also extend the banners down the San Fernando Mall. The area between San Fernando, Mission, and McClay. I don't know if there's anything else or any questions.
Yes.
Ask them to vote on the
Yes.
design.
Oh, yeah. So the reason why I'm here is I'm showing you 3 different banner design options. What we're doing is that every year we want to do a different design to keep them looking fresh. One of the benefits of this program is the veterans, whether themselves or their family members or someone doing it in their honor, they purchase the banner, and at the end of November, when we bring them down, we return them back to them for them to keep. Some veterans are into honoring, either themselves or a family member every year. So we've decided to change the design every year so that they don't get 5 banners that are all the same. There's at least some changes to them. What you see in front of you are the 3 design options for this year.
Okay, and I believe I'm sharing my screen now, and you see the 3 options.
We see
Mhm.
2.
Okay, you see 3 now?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the banners that the potential design for the banners. We have A, B, and C. We also included this page in your packet, so you did have a chance to review them prior to tonight. So we would like to see which banner design the commission would recommend.
And just to let you know, all of the banners basically have the same information. It's just that the font, the design itself is different. So if you're wondering like, oh, does this one include this? Yeah, they all will include all of the information. The information is like obviously the photo of the veteran as well as their name, which military branch they're from, the year served, if they served in any war, as well as any special medals, awards, or ribbons. And at the bottom, we also include a space if there's a sponsor or a certain family member wants to put their name in there. And at the top, obviously, will be the city's name.
Okay, Commissioner Hayes, do you have a favorite off the top?
I like A. I like
Okay.
choice A. I like the symmetry of it, and I like that the picture of the veteran is prominent, and we've got a lighter color on the top and the bottom with the flag and the red, but the blue really helps the picture stand out. I like A.
Okay. Commissioner Herrera, which one is your favorite?
A.
Okay. I like B because I thought the name was very clear, but I like A as well. So I'll entertain a motion to select which one we want.
I move to accept banner A.
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Hayes, what is your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Herrera, what is your vote?
Yes.
And I vote yes. So we choose A.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for your work on that, Mr. Salas.
No problem.
Now I have, is there more? Go ahead.
No, that was it. Thank you.
Okay. Now I have to get back to the, okay. Approval of arts murals on private property.
Okay, this item was tabled from the last meeting, and basically what I am coming forth and requesting is to form an ad hoc committee composed of 2 commissioners and a cultural arts liaison to review the mural application that may be turned in. And then we review it and then make a recommendation to the full Park and Wellness and Recreation Commission for approval or denial. Then that way there's a process of reviewing it prior to taking a vote from the full commission. Now, like I mentioned at the last meeting, back in 2020, December, the City Council adopted an ordinance that allowed for murals to be painted on private property, commercial private property, and then also provided a mechanism for approving those particular applications. Now, the task for approval falls on our commission because we do have 2 liaisons that are dedicated to culture and art in our city, and we would employ one of the liaisons with two commissioners to review the application and then make a final vote on it in a public meeting that we set. So the process, what happens is that the application is turned into the Community Development Department. They review all the requirements needed for the application, where, you know, the address, is it a private commercial property, you know, all the particulars of the application. And then they make a presentation to us saying that there is a application pending, and for us to consider reviewing it and approval or denial. So then the commission, the ad hoc committee would take that application, hold a meeting, look at it, look at the art, and then make a final recommendation to the commission. Now, part of all the requirements for the applications are in the ordinance that I included, which is Ordinance 1700, and it gives specifics of what the art should be. It tells you, you know, it has to be culturally relevant. It has to be within, you know, on a commercial property. There's a lot of verbiage and a lot of specifics of how the application should be presented. So I didn't want to go through all that, but that would be our guide to when we're looking at the technical aspect of the application. And then we look at it on the art itself. The application has to have a rendering of what's going to go up. It's not it's a small scale, but, you know, enough to show the details and so forth. And then after that, we make a final decision at a commission meeting. So with that, I'm requesting that the commission form an ad hoc committee, but I'm happy to answer any questions regarding this particular item.
Commissioner Herrera, do you have any questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Hayes, any questions?
My only question is, because we tabled this because we only had 3 of the 5 commissioners at the last 2 meetings, and we're in the same position now. So as far as like making, you know, and I brought up at the last meeting, do we move forward, because we had, I believe, 1 application in the wings, right? So the question I guess I have is, I would have reservations about moving forward with it entirely without the input of the whole commission, and I have reservations about tabling it another month. I don't think it's fair to necessarily table it for another month. At the same time, I feel like we had input from Vice Chair Ponce.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to speak on his behalf. I would never presume to do so, but we certainly did hear from him last month. Right. So I don't have any questions about this specific process. I read through the requirements, the ordinance 1700, and I mean, it's all pretty straightforward. It's really wordy, but it's pretty straightforward. And, you know, so I guess my question is, what do we do next? To form an ad hoc with 2 commissioners and a cultural liaison? We got 3 commissioners and a cultural liaison here. So the, you know, pickings are slim, as it were. I would love to be on it. I'd volunteer if you'll have me, but I think we need some guidance here, and maybe some other input, because we're stuck in a position we've been in for 3 months, and okay. I think we need action.
If I may shed a little light on this, there is an application pending. So I think the urgency to form the ad hoc is present. At the last meeting, we did have 2 commissioners who expressed interest in being part of the ad hoc. Unless there is other commissioners who would like to participate in the ad hoc, then that would throw a little wrench into the forming of the commission, because now we have more than two commissioners interested in doing it. But I think it is you could do two things. One, form the ad hoc. If there's no other commissioner wanting to be on the commission with those commissioners who express interest in serving, or you could table it and wait until you have a full body. If we have more interest that way, then you'll do a vote, like a draw of who would serve on the commission. And that would take more at least more commissioners present, maybe the full board to be there, so you could take that kind of draw of who's going to be on the commission.
So of the names that we have so far who are interested, I'm taking it that we have 3 names that are interested?
No, at the last meeting, only Commissioner Ponce and Commissioner Hayes expressed interest.
Oh, I thought that I had expressed interest too.
I'm
but
sorry.
It's okay. I did, but okay. I'm thinking
I am
that
sorry.
no worries. It's no
Yes.
worries. I was just thinking like if I was needed, but I mean, I'm happy to, if Commissioner Hayes and Commissioner Ponce would like to be the ad hoc committee, I have no objection to forming it. And Commissioner Herrera, what do you think?
I will go with what anybody wants. So I'll support Joe Ponce and Jason
Okay.
to be in the ad hoc if they choose.
So is that a motion?
Okay, I'll make that a motion.
I can't second.
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Herrera, what is your vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Hayes, what is your vote?
Yes.
And I vote yes. And I also want to say that if for any reason, I'll be the runner-up. So if for any reason the first 2 can't serve, I'm happy to step in.
Well,
Okay.
let me, if I may,
You also need to appoint a art liaison.
that's what I was going to bring up.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And as we have one here,
Yes.
might I move to appoint Mr. Herrera to the ad hoc committee regarding murals?
Second.
Okay,
We have to ask Mr. Herrera if he accepts.
Mr.
Oh,
Herrera,
you accept?
I accept, Ms. Herrera.
Okay.
that's fantastic. Okay, Ms. Herrera, what is your vote?
Yes.
Mr. Hayes, what is your vote?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
All right, thank you.
So we now have our ad hoc committee.
Awesome.
Very good. Okay. And do we have any more business on this item?
No, so what's going to happen when the application is ready, and to my understanding, it's ready to pending. At our next meeting, we'll have a presentation with that application, and then the ad hoc committee can meet and review the application, and then at our next meeting, make the recommendation.
Beautiful. Okay. Statewide Park Development and Community Revitalization SPP Grant.
Okay, so we submitted our applications to the program, to the statewide park development and community revitalization projects. We had, we worked on it approximately maybe 3 months, more or less. We held 5 additional community input meetings. We got their ideas. We talked about various items or park amenities that would be placed at various locations. And then we added it to the application. We got their input and we submitted the application. So those applications are in. We'll have I would say a word of the award either way, sometime I want to say mid-August, they're saying, but from our last experience, it did take longer. So I think realistically, the notice will be in the latter part of this year or even next year. So it all depends on how many applications come in. But they said August, but I don't think it'll be in August, but there you go. That's what it is. But we submitted our applications. We're excited. We hope we will get our applications accepted, our projects funded, and we will have another park that we'll be able to renovate. Any particular questions regarding the statewide development program?
Any questions, Commissioner Hayes?
No question.
Any questions, Commissioner Herrera?
No questions.
And I have no questions except to say I know how much work those grants are. So thank you to everyone who had a hand in putting them together.
Yeah, we had all our staff really had a little hand into it. Juan was very instrumental in leading the Zoom meetings. Maribel helped out and Juan helped out with the actual application process. And we all put it, we all at our meetings also, we talked about the applications, what things. And also, like I said, the applications is based, or our projects are first based on our park master plan, because that was passed back in early 2018. And then that's our foundation. And then we come out and ask the community more questions, more input to really make the application strong and competitive.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, virtual programming.
Okay, well, staff, is continuing to work via Zoom, programming via Zoom. We're trying to get the community out there and engage them and bring as much of the programs that we did in the past virtual, so that we have that connection stays with the people that we serve. So I provided a table regarding the current activities that we did. The lunch trivia on U.S. presidents was held on the 5th of February. We had 9 attendants. The Valentine's Bingo, and which was a health-related bingo game. Discovery of South Dakota was a promotion for a overnight extended trip that we hope we'll be able to do sometime the latter part of this year. And it explained what the trip would be. So we had we had 10 participants in that particular event. Crafts for Seniors on the 11th, we had 12. Park Loteria on the 19th with 20 participants. Bingo seems to be a good activity. We had 19 for Park Bingo on the 24th. Categories in Espanol was on the 25th with 8 people. That was a kind of a game that is that. Juan, would you want to give a little more input on that one?
On the Loteria?
No, on categories.
So categories, there's a random letter that's chosen, and then after that, there's about 5 or 6 different subjects that you have to come up with based on that letter. So if the letter's P, and you say animal, then you have to come up with names of animals that start with the letter P. Where it gets tricky is that if 2 people have the same answer, your points cancel out, so no one gets points. So you have to be a little more creative. So instead of saying puppy, you would say pretty puppy. So that way you hope that no one else has that same answer. And so it's really like good for mental like a mind game.
Okay, thank you, Juan. Then we had senior Zumba, 15 participants. And our ongoing activity is our mariachi apprentice program. We have approximately 45 students. We still teach virtually, and they practice their music, they learn new songs, and there's rumor has it that there is another concert in the works for the mariachi apprentice program. That is all regarding our virtual programming. I'm happy to answer any questions regarding our programming.
Mr. Hayes, any questions? Okay, Commissioner
None.
Herrera.
Sorry, I wasn't on mute.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
none.
Commissioner Herrera, any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Department's response to COVID-19.
Well, this past February the 20th, we served 87 families through the residential food program that was held at Las Palmas Park. That was our round 4. We are doing round 5 on March the 30th. The families get a box of non-perishable food items, plus personal protective equipment or PPEs, cleaning supplies, and other a little bit more specialized personal equipment like a thermometer or a physical barrier. Upon request, they might need that to help self-isolate at homes or to monitor their temperatures at home if they may be feeling ill. So we added that this round again. So people could request that when they register that they would like that extra PPE supplies. They go to the city website to register, sfcity.org/SF Recreation to register for the program. Our next, like I mentioned, our next distribution would be March the 20th. Flu shots. We've been partnering with Providence Holy Cross to register seniors 65 and over to get the vaccine. People we would call us, we put their name on a list, and then we forward those names on to Providence, who actually make the appointment and contact the individual and tell them where what time their vaccine appointment is, and it is at the Vaughn Elementary, or is it
Vaughn International Studies Academy,
there
also
you
known as Visa.
Thank you, Juan. And then they get vaccinated. We also have been partnering with CVS, who also reached out and asked to partner out so we could also forward names to individuals who may want to register that. So this is it's a very limited amount of vaccines, but it does help individuals that may having trouble signing on to My Turn or that particular website for registration. So to date, we have 39 seniors who have taken advantage of this program.
It's 65 as of today.
There you go. See, this report was done some time ago. Thank you, Juan. 65, thank you.
Great. I'm also aware that I received an email saying that if you live within the city of San Fernando, you are eligible.
Okay. I'll address that in a little bit. Let me just go ahead and finish with this one. Again, we're still continuing to partner with the Los Angeles Fire Department for the COVID testing and vaccine at Recreation Park. They're open Monday through Saturday, and they could from 9 to 5, and they could to register for that vaccine. While the vaccine now is doing through My Turn, so this information may be outdated. But we are partnering with LA Fire, and to get testing and the vaccination. They're on site. Now, in regards to the email that what we sent out to all individuals, we had originally signed up individuals to get priority codes, but there, due to some miscommunication between the state and the city, those priority codes were not intended for the city. So what happened? We still the list is still available that we would definitely use when and if we get any priority codes, so we could give those people those codes. But that's why you got that email letting you know. We initially the communication was that anybody in the city was able to get the vaccine because we were at such a high rate. We had such a high infection rate. But unfortunately, that information was incorrect.
Okay.
So that particular information, it's still tiered. You have to be within the priority groups to get that code, and those codes are through the My Turn website. So unfortunately, that happens.
That's helpful. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Then we continue to partner with the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank to distribute once a month on the first Monday of every month a food box or food kit. It's free for 65. Is it 65 or 61 for the food bank?
65.
65. Thank you, Linda. And they get a more variety type of food than our food program. They get meats, they get canned fruits and vegetables in that particular food kit. We have an average of 150 seniors come out monthly to come and get the food. And our next food giveaway is going to be on April the 5th from 9 to 11 at Las Palmas Park. And it is a drive-through, so they don't have to get off and do it, and staff assists with that. I'm more than happy to answer any questions regarding our COVID responses.
Okay, Commissioner Herrera, any questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Hayes?
No questions.
And I have no questions, except once again, a big thank you to the staff.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
Excuse me. Reopening efforts.
Okay, so as the County Department of Public Health starts easing the restrictions, we're looking to see how we could start our programming. So we have looked at various programs that are within the guidelines and protocols of the LA County Department of Public Health, and activities that are allowed that we are moving forward to try to implement. So what we started is pickleball. Juan and his team last year, or maybe a year and a half ago, started a pickleball program. And this is a tennis-like activity that is played on the tennis court. And it would be housed right now. We're going to move it to Pioneer Park because we do have tennis courts there. And the activity will be offered Monday through Thursday from 10 to 12. A volunteer instructor will be there to help demonstrate the game. And then afterwards, if anybody wants to, stay more and play for more time, they can. The courts will be open until 3 p.m. on those particular days. Tennis play is one of the activities allowed. We have open tennis hours right now. Right now, we're tentatively have it on Tuesdays and Thursdays opened from 3 to 5. And then on Saturdays, between 10 to 3. And again, it's, come on your own, use the courts at your leisure. We are starting an outdoor fitness program at Las Palmas Park. This program is limited to 15 individuals. It is going to be outdoors. It's a 6-week program, and it's going to have our seasoned instructors to teach Zumba and strength, toning, and all the various activities that they used to do inside, but now it's going to be outside. But it's only limited to 15 people. If anybody's interested in registering into the program, they could go to our website, which is sfcity.org/sfrecreation, and then they can go to a link to register for the class. It is a fee program, and we did have a demo last week, and to let people know how it started, but the instructions started already. Our Teens for a Better Community are hosting a college workshop. This is Juan's thing. So Juan, why don't you give a little bit update on that?
Yes, on April 1st, we're going to be doing an outdoor project with the teens. It's about 12 teens that are active in the group, and one of the coworkers has access to succulent plants, free succulent plants. So what we're going to be doing is purchasing tiny little terracotta plants, having the teens put the plants in. Well, before they put the plants in there, painting and decorating the pots themselves, and then putting the plants. And on or around Earth Day, we're going to be handing them out to seniors. So it'll be a first come, first serve event, just to sort of give something back. And, when we planned this, we were assuming that the loosening of restrictions. So we're hoping that everything still stays the same a month from now. So hopefully everything goes as planned and there won't be any issues. Obviously, if we go back on lockdown, or they go back on tighter restrictions, we may have to cancel it or just delay it. But as of right now, that's the plan.
Thank you, Juan. Then our Veterans Recognition Program, Juan gave a explanation what the program is. That is continuing. We're taking applications until April the 15th. So if you know of a veteran who is wants to have a banner up, a family member, and the veteran does not necessarily need to live in the city. A family member could live in the city or had lived here in the past. So it's open. Yes, Raul, you're on mute right now.
My question is, can I share this information on social media? So can I do like a screenshot and then show the application or submit the application, or is there an online flyer that you might already have one that maybe you can email me? And then that way I can share it on San Fernando Cultural Arts Collective page.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you referring to the veteran, to all the
veterans? The veterans ones.
Okay, I'll look for or if you can
screenshot it,
chat and just in case, and I'll forward it to you right now.
Okay, so A is already been voted on, correct? Officially. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So not
application.
I'm
sorry to interrupt that, but the application, you know how the application has a model. Maybe you should put the A sample in replacement in the new application, so that when people say, well, wait a minute, you said this, and then now it's like that, people are just gonna just feel that they had their high hopes that it was supposed to look like this, and now it looked different.
Yes.
So maybe the new application should have the A version.
Yeah, I'll work on it right now.
We will update the application to reflect the banner design that was selected. And the application is also on the city's website. It's there that people could actually download it and do it, but definitely you could link it to either the city's website so they could see it right there, and Juan could also send you the updated application.
Okay, thank you.
Then we also are starting a new program, Chair Zumba, for our seniors who may not be able to stand and be able as active. So, but it's still an active program while they're sitting, so it gives them a little bit more support. But the instructor said that our seniors will be tired out, even if they're sitting down. They'll get their workout. So it is a little modified, but it does provide a good exercise. It's low impact, but again, it puts a strain, not strain, but it gives a challenge for those individuals in the class. And in regards to the time, we don't have the exact time of it. At least I don't have it now. Do you, Linda, have a little bit more information on it?
I do have a flyer I can share if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Sure. Give me 1 second here.
Ms. Linda will give a view of what the flyer is going to be like.
Let's see if I can remember how to do that. 1 second.
Screen share.
Okay. No, that's not it. Oops. Sorry, guys. Thought I had it here handy. But I can tell you that it is on Thursdays at 10 a.m. It's via Zoom, and this program is in sponsorship with Scan Health Plan. So yeah, I apologize. I thought I had it available.
Okay, has it been posted yet?
It's on the city. It is on the website. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is on the website there. Okay. And that I'll have regarding our reopening efforts. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Commissioner Hayes, any questions?
None.
Commissioner Herrera, any questions?
No questions.
And I have no questions. Okay, I guess we're at Lane Park Revitalization Project.
Okay, so at our last meeting, I did discuss that we were looking at hiring a firm to assist us with additional community outreach to look now specifically at the design of all the park amenities that were included in the grant. I'm happy to say that we selected Valley Care Community Consortium, or VCCC, to lead the community engagement effort for this project. We are going to meet tomorrow with our design firm, which is MIG, and VCC to discuss the project, and then we will start the outreach shortly. So we're first going to develop the strategy of what we're going to do, how we're going to engage all the people, especially the folks that live in around Lane Park. We'll have our meetings, and then after that, we will come to City Council for their input on the designs. Now, I will let you know when those particular dates and meetings start. So if you want to participate, you could definitely hope. At this time, we'll probably have Zoom meetings. Hopefully down the line, if we have permitted, we will have a live in-person meeting. But right now we are thinking at least the first two might be a Zoom. Happy to answer any questions regarding the project.
Any questions, Commissioner Hayes?
No questions.
Commissioner Herrera, any questions?
No questions.
I have no questions. Okay, Lane Park Revitalization Project, we just finished, Youth Reinvestment Grant Program.
Sure. The TwoSync Youth Empowerment Program is really taking a foothold now in the community. They have, this is the third cohort, meaning, the third session they had started. And they actually expanded the length of the session to be longer, to provide more services and more, allowing the youth to develop more in the program. They had 27 youth enrolled in their particular program, and they've been branching out, and trying to get other agencies to refer students to them, families who may need their assistance. They go into tutoring, cultural programming. They involve family activities, family night to get together. They also talk about the environment and the importance of keeping it clean and being able to be stewards of the land. They provide a case management for their students. So it's a real robust program, and it's been, like I said, been having a lot of success. They had their third culmination ceremony on the 27th of February, where they actually go through a rite of passage for their participants. Not all of them move on. There's some that are stay back. There's 5 that are, excuse me, there are going to be 4 of them who are going to stay back and continue the program, but they're always looking for new students to participate in the program. There's an estimated of about 124, excuse me, no, let me see what that, estimated services of per month. They average about 124 individuals. That includes the participants themselves, family members, and extended family members that they serve. So it's not only a program for the youth, but they also provide services to the immediate family of the youth. That is about it regarding the TwoSync Youth Empowerment, but I'm happy to answer any questions regarding this program.
Okay, Commissioner Hayes, any questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Herrera?
No questions.
And I have no questions. Community Theater Program.
Okay, sadly, this program is on hold right now. I haven't had the opportunity to schedule them the meeting. They're just our responses to COVID-19 and restarting the programs is very fluid, and sometimes we're burning one fire and trying to turn off another one, and so it's been challenging to say the least. But I'll nail down a date and be able to spread out, get more information out there to hold a meeting soon.
We have had, I have had a couple of people reach out to me asking about it, and I've said exactly that, shared exactly that, that we're just on hold right now because other things have had to take priority, mainly related to COVID-19. But for anyone watching, it's happening.
It's there. It's in our,
No,
it's there. It's on the burner. It's on the stove, not on a burner, but on the stove.
Okay, any more information, Commissioner Hayes?
no, thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Herrera, any questions?
No questions.
And I have no questions. General Commission comments. Commissioner Herrera, do you have any General Commission comments?
Not right now.
Okay, Commissioner Hayes?
A couple quick ones, I hope. So I want to quickly revisit the ad hoc that we just started in terms of scheduling. It's just a matter of us reaching out to one another and figuring out when we can get together, I'm sure. but the question is that first application, from where do we get it?
Okay.
When we schedule an ad hoc meeting, do we need to call you and schedule that with you?
Okay, so the first question, where do we get it? The community development department will make a presentation to us.
Okay.
So we have an application. They'll talk about it and give you all the particulars regarding the particular application. And then Linda will set a meeting. Reach out to the committee, the ad hoc, letting them know, okay, when can you meet? And these are the meeting dates, and then she will set up the meeting. Then we'll meet.
And will the presentation be at the ad hoc meeting or at the next commission meeting?
It would be, the presentation would be at a commission meeting.
Okay.
Okay. First, the presentation of the application will be to the whole commission.
Okay.
At a meeting. Okay. Once an application comes in, they'll make a presentation to the Park Wellness and Recreation Commission. Then after we have received an application, the ad hoc committee will review it. And then at the next commission meeting, the ad hoc committee will make its recommendation.
Got it.
Okay. And go ahead.
So at the April commission meeting, there will be a presentation. Once that we get that, then the ad hoc will meet to consider that application based on that. And then at the May commission meeting, we will give a recommendation to the commission.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you for the procedure. Okay. And the other thing I have a question about commission appointments related to city council. Is that happening? I know that, we've just we've kind of been limping along here with some absences, and I know we have a great commission that wants to be involved in a lot of things, but we're kind of in limbo.
Well, how the appointments work, that the commissioners serve until they're actually replaced.
Right.
So at this moment, I don't foresee any changes soon.
Okay, great.
So the commissioners could continue working, serving as commissioners until they're asking, I'm going to replace it. And I haven't had any indication that there's going to be a change soon.
Got it. That's good to know. Then never mind, because that's what I didn't know if there were things we could or could not do until we waited for that. And if we are waiting for that, and
we would
if we're not waiting for it, then let's just
move forward with the business of the commission.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's all. Thank you for the time.
Okay, and I just wanted to make a response to Commissioner Hayes made a very powerful statement at the last meeting, and I wanted to make a thoughtful response. And what I want to say to my fellow San Fernandans is that I felt like Commissioner Hayes's screen background as a straight white woman included me too. I don't know that there was an exclusion of anyone. And so my thinking is, if we moving forward can all think of one another as sisters and brothers, then we know that we're not excluded and we're not excluding. And I just wanted to thank Commissioner Hayes for his powerful statement that was very well summed up in the minutes. Okay, staff communications.
And if I may, that's known as pluralism.
Yes, thank you.
Just want to make sure.
Okay, at this time, I do not have any other staff communication, but I would refer to Linda.
Okay, I do have a little something. Sorry. Okay, so I have a message on behalf of our program coordinator, Marisol Diaz. I think you've met her before. So she just wanted to inform the commission that our department is having another wellness challenge, the Family Wellness Challenge. It's going to offer a free 5-week program full of family-friendly activities to encourage physical activity and community wellness. Classes will range from exercise to healthy bites, food demos, to a vision board workshop. Classes will be offered on Saturdays during the month of April at different parks throughout the city or virtually via Zoom. The program is part of the Healthy San Fernando campaign, which focuses on promoting health and wellness in our community. And a demo is going to be scheduled, a demo session at Rudy Ortega Park on Saturday, March the 20th, with family yoga at 9 a.m. and cardio salsa at 10:30 a.m. And this information will be available on the city website if you're interested. It's a free program, and everybody's real excited to get the family together and moving. So just wanted to get the information out there as quickly as we could. And that's all I have for tonight.
Juan, do you have any additional comments? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to
Make a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
I second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.